What's going on, YouTube? It's been a little while since I did a vlog. Actually, it's been since they started the pad on the building and they were about halfway done. Well, there's been a lot of progress. I've been working a lot, so out of town at that, and long drive, and just not been wanting to do much. So I thought I'd come out here today and give y'all an update on where the shop's at and what progress we got. There's a lot of progress. So we've got a cool front here in Texas, so I'm not sweating this evening, and the weather's great. So let's take a look. So the last time I was out here, we had the pad about halfway done. So if you remember the tree over there, it was almost up to the spike and still needed to go another foot, basically where that orange line is on the tree. So, and you could still see the spike that was out of the ground, and down here was a bit more of a drop. So we've got our 3 foot of dirt, and we've also started working in the sides with some topsoil. So it's going great. The guys have already set the forms for the outer band of the foundation, and are starting to work on the dyno pit. So we'll show you that. We'll show you, I had plumbers come out today and rough in the plumbing for the bathroom. So we got that. So let's just start with that. So this is going to be the bathroom area, and it's not real big. It's enough to have a shower. I'm going to put a small shower stall in here in case, you know, I'm out here working on the car, piddling around, and need to clean up before I go do something. Got a toilet and then a sink for the bathroom, but then right next to that, on the outside of this, where if you can imagine a wall kind of right in here, there'll be another sink that ties into this drain as well. And that'll just be for kind of like a little kitchenette. So put a fridge, sink, and some cabinets. So, but the real big thing is they did the excavation on, what's today? Tuesday? Yeah, they did the excavation on the dyno pit yesterday. Went to the shop today, tied the rebar for the mat on the bottom of the pit, and then got the water stop out here. Got the water stop laid in, and tomorrow morning they're gonna pour the footer or the bottom of the mat for the dyno pit. So, take a look here. Got some thick number 5 rebar on the bottom. So the bottom of for the dyno, it calls for a foot of concrete. So that's what we got, a foot of concrete coming in tomorrow, and got the grade beam around it, and we're roughed in where I told them to place it off the wall, which they've already started excavating for the grade beam that's going to go around the outside perimeter, just for where the steel columns are going to go on the building itself. So yeah, that's kind of the progress in a nutshell. I mean, it's been a couple weeks since I did a video, so I'm pretty happy. So we'll get this done, poured tomorrow, and then you can see over there on the ground, if the sunlight isn't in the way, let me walk out of the way here. But you can see on the ground right over there by the the roller, those are going to be the walls for the dyno pit. So once we get the foundation in, mat in, we'll let it cure for a day, and then come back and bush, and then set the walls, and then continue on the rebar on the actual foundation itself, since we're going to just do one final pour of the exterior grade beams, the foundation, and the walls of the dyno pit all at the same time. So it's coming along. I hope by the end of next week that will be completely poured out, all the forms will be wrecked, and I know by the end of next week we should have all the dirt in. So I also requested another permit from the county, because right now the culverts are 16 foot long. So I got 2 16 foot long drives, and I thought, you know, with the trailers that I have, especially the camper, that it might need a little more room. I tried to get them to allow me to just extend one long drive, so I mean just have one ramp coming up to the building, but they wouldn't allow me to do that. They said I had to have some sort of ditch. But they did approve 2 more extensions on each culvert for a total another 12 foot. So really there's only going to be maybe 20 foot of ditch in between it. But hey, playing by the rules, so we'll make it happen. So we're getting the topsoil brought in here to go 100 foot back from the property line to level out where the not exactly at the top of the foundation, but pretty close, within 6 to 8 inches of it. And then I'll bring in a bunch of crushed rock or crushed concrete or limestone, I haven't decided which yet, and make it usable, drivable space for parking the trailers and the camper and anything else. So I mean, it's coming along great, I think. It's coming pretty good. So just want to give you guys an update on where we're at. I did finally get a hold of the power company, which was a big deal after talking to 3 different people, and not the engineer that kept working on my job. The engineer finally got back in touch with me and said that everything was approved for me to sign a document. I said, man, that's all you need for the past month and a half? I said, you know, we could have hooked up sooner than this. So reviewed the document, got it signed, and all it basically was the layout of where I want the poles. So I'm going to be able to bring at the power company's expense 3 poles into the property, almost up to the building, and just do a weatherhead at the top of the building instead of going underground. So pretty fortunate there. So yeah, they got materials on order, and they're waiting on a crew to come available to come set the poles. So that's moving along. The only other piece that's left is the water well, and I don't have anybody that I know that does water wells, so I am relying on a couple people that have given me some advice on who to go with. So got some appointments set up here coming soon for companies to come out and look at the water well and see how much it's going to cost me to put a water well on the site. And I have to have the water well before the county will do the final inspection on the septic system because they want to see a working water well. So yeah, everything's going great. And man, this weather is just awesome. Can't say anything enough about this after all these hot 80, 70 degree evenings. You know, being in the 60s is awesome. So I'll give you an update. Hopefully, maybe at the end of the week, we'll have all the rebar in, and I can give you an update. I know this weekend we're supposed to have some rain, so might put a damper on things. But yeah, we'll see. They can get that mat poured tomorrow fairly quick. Then they're gonna start turning and burning on the rebar. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Looking forward to having it finished, and because the steel supplier is on my rear, because the steel has been fabricated and sitting at their yard for over a week, and they want me to take delivery, so, or for me to pay storage fees, and I don't want to pay storage fees. So as soon as we can get some space cleared, or all the dirt cleared on one side, I think I'm gonna start taking delivery of the steel and get it moving so it's here on site. So appreciate it. Thanks guys for watching, and give you an update here pretty soon. Thanks a lot. Y'all have a good one.